21st century learners need to have the knowledge, needs to have the skills and the character. We have covered all this. 3 there, 3 here. Knowledge is what we know and understand. What I already know and what I've understood is my knowledge, right? Now that would be interdisciplinarity, not just mathematics. I'm very good at mathematics, but not good at English. What is the use? You can't explain a concept if you're not good at English. English is just a language I've just picked up. English is very important. Interdisciplinarity is very important, wherein I need to bring in the correlation between various different topics, subjects. We talk about connecting the dots. Yes, that is what knowledge is all about, which could be traditional, modern, and the 21st century themes, which is global literacy. What are the skills needed? I've already spoken about it. The 4 C's. How we use what we know. How will I use what I know? And then, of course, my character, my personality, how we behave and engage in the world. Going forward, we would be engaging with people whom probably we will never meet in person. But we need to still be interacting and working along with them and doing a lot of good work. So for that, we need to be mindful. We need to be respectful. We need to be courageous, resilience, ethics, leadership, all of those character qualities. Our Indian education system has all of this imbibed into the education system from thousands and thousands of years. Probably in between we have lost it. It's time to get back to it. But then if I talk about all thousands and years back, they'll say what worked then will not work today. So I need to bring in some modernity into it. I need to bring in some relevancy of today's world into it. How do I bring that? Is by looking at what these guys have told. What is there in NEP? Let me talk about this. The entire school education curriculum will be reoriented to develop holistic learners and develop in learners higher order skills of critical thinking, creativity, logical deduction, collaboration, teamwork, social responsibility, all of that which was already mentioned. Now look at the higher order skills of critical thinking, creativity, logic. Look at our brochure. Look at our CIMECOR methodology. CIMECOR methodology talks about analytical thinking, critical thinking, logic, reasoning, and problem-solving skills. Oh wow, that means we are completely in alignment with what these guys are talking about. Absolutely. Don't have any doubt that we are not. And that is the base on which all our books are created. Okay, so what is going to change? Look at that. Interactive and fun classrooms where questions are encouraged with creative, collaborative, and exploratory activities for deeper and more experiential learning. Oh, wow. So this is what is going to change. Teachers need to equip themselves with all of this. The teacher has to be equipped to ensure that she or he is capable enough to understand the questions and answer them. Right? That is where the new creative ways of being collaborative and doing some exploratory activities for experiential learning will help. It's all about learning. Yes, the focus is on learners because they have identified that there is a severe crisis in learning. They have not mentioned that there is a severe crisis in teaching, which means to say that there is something missing at the learner's side. And when we talk about learners, they are all the students. And that is where we have to work. And just map as to what we are doing. We are doing the same thing, right? We are providing all the learning material, all the learning aids to the learner to learn in his or her own way, keeping in mind their preference and styles, different preference and styles. Some people like to watch is not movies, would want to see and learn, so pictorial. Some children would want to just look at the keywords. They'll remember the keywords. They'll not remember the sentence. They will make their own sentence. So they are keyword learners. Some children would read and understand, or read and remember. Well, there is a lot of things for them to read. R books, textbooks, reference books, a lot of other stuff. Right? Some children learn by writing practice. Right? So all of these things are combined in what we have designed. So you can position our books, especially the K-10 books, as practice books, worksheets, additional reference material, supplementing study material, or even for that matter, worksheets or homework activities. So you can position it any ways. But is this mandated by the National Education Policy? Yes, I will talk about that also. But before that, let's understand a little bit more as to what these guys are doing. Reduce curriculum load in each subject to its essential core content. Oh, wow. Core content. When we say core content, kya aa gaya? It's concept. There's no need to provide them with a story for understanding a concept. No, there is, okay, one way of making them understand a concept is by telling them a story. Well, not always. So we need to focus on the core content. Essential core content is like the summary, the gist of what that particular topic, what that particular subject, or what that particular chapter would mean. Essential core content. That is exactly what we are focused on. We are focusing only on the concepts of science, math, and English as a language, wherein that is grammar, and a little bit of what is essential to know in terms of general knowledge, right? And what are they saying? They're saying reduce curriculum load in each subject to its essential core content in order to make space for more holistic, experiential, discussion-based, and analysis-based learning. Wonderful. When we talk about analysis-based learning, we are talking about learn to think and think to learn. I do a lot of analysis. Analytical thinking comes here. Oh, wow. Wonderfully aligned, isn't it? So, students will be given increased flexibility and choice of subjects to study across the arts, humanities, science, sports, and vocational subjects. Oh, wow. Lot of choices. And there will be no hard separation between arts and science streams or between academic and vocational streams. Okay, so everything, this is what the integrated learning they are talking about, right? And how did we go about doing it? Our integrated learning is by integrating everything into one book. Every book having everything in it. No silos.